Hey guys, we're here today with Maggie Rockett. She's with Iberia Bank.
Yes.
Maggie and I do some business together, so I thought she'd be a great resource to bring to you guys to talk about mortgage and home loans.
I'm excited.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
As a lifelong resident of Monroe and West Monroe and a full-time real estate agent, join me on this journey as we discuss real-world topics in real estate and take a deeper dive into what our community has to offer. I'm Brian Bendily, and this is why I love what I do. So Maggie, when I meet with a client the very first time, most of them I tell them that, look, I don't know how long it's been since you bought or sold a property, and that I'm going to talk to you on an elementary level just so that we don't miss anything. And I have no expectations that they know what anything is happening. But I still find that people are scared to ask questions. And a lot of times we don't know how to give them advice if we don't know what's truly troubling them. And sometimes there's things that are troubling them or they just don't want to tell you because they're afraid. So let's talk about that. What are some of the things that you've run across where if they would have just mentioned or just asked the question, you could have eased the anxiety and things would have been so much easier?
I think a lot of that can have to do with the terms that we use.
Right.
And we do, when we're talking to someone, especially a first-time home buyer, we do try to approach it as if they haven't ever heard anything about this, and this is the first they're hearing of it. But there very well could be questions that pop up anyway. And as a lender, I don't expect my borrowers to come in and have read the lending handbook and know everything about it. That's my job.
Sure.
I always appreciate it when they've done tons of research, but at the end of the day, we're going to sit down and talk through everything. I never want a borrower to get to the closing table and see something and say,
where did this come from? Nobody told me about this.
Yes, yeah. And you say, oh, well, we did discuss it, and, you want your borrowers confident. When they get to the closing table, I want them excited. I want them to know, I know what I'm signing, and this is what I signed up for. I would never want someone to show up and think, well, I don't remember asking about this.
Nobody told me about this.
Yeah.
The biggest thing I want to communicate is if you don't know, ask. There is no expectation for them to know anything that we're doing. We want everyone to feel comfortable asking questions because that one little question that you could ask, we could give you an answer to it that could relieve any anxiety that you might have about the product.
Exactly. Or if you don't know why we're presenting you with multiple products, feel free to say, what's different? You're showing, I don't know what I'm staring at. It's okay to tell your lender, I don't know what you're telling me.
Right.
And let us start from the top and work our way down. Because at the end of the day, it's the borrower's decision. It's their next 15 or 20 or 30 years.
Sure.
And it's their home. And that's such a personal thing that I want them excited.
Maggie discussed talking about the different options, and she's mentioned that a couple of times. And what she's referring to is laying out different loan options for you from whether it be conventional, FHA, rural development, VA, whatever you could possibly qualify for. We don't know exactly what you feel like is going to be best for you, and we don't want to make assumptions on what is best for you. So the reason we give you options is so that they can make the best decision for their family, right?
Right. There are products where maybe the trade-off is you bring more to closing, but your monthly note is a great deal less.
Right.
There may be a product that the interest rate is higher, but there are other terms that are more favorable to your end goal. And so, and there are times where in your particular situation, there's one product that you currently qualify for. Or if we do take these steps, then that would open up the avenue for this. We like to give those options when we're pre-qualifying or when we're discussing products because it really it lets the borrower know what they're getting into.
Sure. So options are a good thing, right?
Absolutely.
They're the decision maker. The borrower's the decision maker through it all, correct?
Absolutely.
And we just want to make sure you have the best tools to be able to choose from. Thanks again for explaining these options to us. And I want people to understand that we have no expectation that you know any of this stuff. So don't be afraid to ask questions. We're here to serve you.
Yes.